Hello friends, I am Pushpanjali from CBSE English classes. Today I will teach you Dust of Snow, written by Robert Frost from the First Flight book. Before starting this poetry, let me introduce from Robert Frost. Robert Frost was born in San Francisco, America on 26th March 1874. His father name was William Press Frost and his mother name was Isabel Moody Frost. In 1885, his father died, and after his father's death, they had to live a hard life. Later on, Robert Frost became the most popular American poet of the 20th century. He finally died on 29th January 1963 at the age of 88. He had written many famous poetries. Some of them was Mending Wall, The Road Not Taken, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. These are some important, very famous poetry. Now, let me tell you about the poem. This poem, Dust of Snow, has been composed by Robert Frost. In this poetry, the poet is describing the natural sights. He uses different things to express his ideas. He uses crow and the hemlock tree. Both these things are the symbols of women. In the first stanza, the poet says that he was once sitting under a hemlock tree and he was very sad. Then suddenly a crow shakes the hemlock tree and thus the snow falls on the poet. In the second stanza, the poet says that by this incident the poet's mood changes and thus some part of his day is being saved from being spoiled. Now let me tell you line by line explanation so that it will be more clear to you. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from hemlock tree. Now the meaning of here, what is the meaning of shook? The meaning of shook is to move something. Okay, and the hemlock tree, the meaning of hemlock tree is a poisonous plant with white flowers. Now in this paragraph, poet is telling, Robert Frost is telling that once when the crow moves the branches of the tree, the dust of snow, the snow on that leaves just fell on Robert Frost, and suddenly something happened. Suddenly something strange happened to him, and then what strange happened to him? That we will see in the second paragraph. Has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Now, the meaning of rued here, to regret also we can say, or we can also say felt sad. Okay. So, now here, has given my heart. Now, when the snow fall on Robert Frost, then what changes suddenly Robert Frost realized? So he realized that the mood of Robert Frost was totally changed and something strange happened. What strange happened means he was in a very sad mood. He was very much thinking about sorrowful things. But suddenly the mood was changed and he became very happy, and he thought that half of the day which he would have destroyed that, isn't it? But that was totally saved. Okay. Now this was the line by line explanation, children. Now let me tell you the poetic device which is used in the which is asked in the examination. In CBSE examination, the questions according to the CBSE examination based questions I am asking you, or I am just telling you. Okay. So poetic devices used in this poem. Okay. First of all, we have seen that the first this poetry is first of all enjambment. The first poetic device used in this poetry is enjambment. So that will be a query in your mind that what is enjambment, isn't it? So enjambment is a poetic device in which there is no any punctuation mark such that full stop will be not there, comma will be not there, hyphen will be not there, nothing will be there. And you can see in the first paragraph there is no any full stop, no any comma, nothing is there. Okay. So first of all we will say enjambment is used. Secondly we will say alliteration. Alliteration is a poetic device in which repetition of the consonant sound happens. Okay. Now you can see the example. Has given my heart. See this line. Has given my heart. H and H. It is consonant. We all know. A, E, I, O, U is vowel and rest are consonant. So here the consonant sound got repeated. Okay. Now see the second line. Saved some part. So S is here and S is here. Again, saved means also S and some may also S. So in this line, we can say again the SS is got repeated. So it is also alliteration. Thirdly, we come on irony. What is irony? Isn't it? Irony we have also read in the first chapter, A Letter to God. Isn't it? In that chapter also we have read, and it is irony is a poetic device. Okay. It is the poetic device in which the irony of a situation is an unexpected aspect of it. We can also say it is the opposite of what we expected. Now in this poetry you can see that Robert Frost, he has used hemlock tree and crow, isn't it? So hemlock tree and crow, these are the symbols for sorrow and omen. We can say, means for the death also we can say, means negative thinking. These are the negative things used by Robert Frost. But what he has shown here? He has shown that this hemlock tree and this crow can also bring happiness in our life. Something good, something positive it brought in the Robert Frost life. Okay children? Now I will tell you, I think this after this we should also know the rhyming scheme. Okay, now what is the rhyming scheme? You can see the rhyming scheme in the CBSE exam, always the first stanza or second stanza is given and they ask you what is the rhyming scheme in this poetry. Okay, so you can see on the screen, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. So rhyming scheme means the last word should rhyme with the last word of the second line. Okay, so in the first line you can see crow is rhyming with me. No, crow is rhyming with snow. So crow is A and snow is also A. And in the second line you can see swoop down on me is rhyming from a hemlock tree. Means me is rhyming with tree. So here B and here B. So what is the rhyming scheme of this stanza? First stanza. So rhyming scheme is AB, AB. Okay. Now you can see the second stanza. Second stanza we have seen that what is the rhyming scheme here? Has given my heart. Heart and mood is not rhyming. So heart will be AB we have done. So it will be C. Heart will be C and mood will be D. Okay. And then it will be part. So heart is rhyming with part. So again C. And rude is rhyming with mood. So it will be D. So rhyming scheme for the second stanza will be CD, CD. Okay. Children, I think rhyming scheme is clear to you and poetic devices are also clear to you. There should be no any doubt. So now come to the central idea of the poetry. Now through this poem, Dust of Snow, Robert Frost has highlighted a wonderful message that Now this wonderful message is what? That sometime even a small incident plays a big role in one's life. Some happenings are significant, but their impact is deep down. These small incidents can even bring back a person from the mouth of death. Now, very deep idea. Only 8 lines Robert Frost used for this poetry, but we can see a very deep meaning in this poetry is hidden. Isn't it? If we will have the positive thinking, then always we can come over anything. Even we can come over anything. Okay, theme of the poem. We find that the poet was sitting silently under a hemlock tree in sadness due to some reasons. Just then, a crow moves the hemlock tree and the snow falls on the poet. Due to this incident, the poet's mood changes and he watches the surroundings. Thus, a part of the day is saved from being spoiled. Okay, thank you children. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you so much.